This is the Butchart Gardens on August
it.
1st.
It is August 1st. Start of a new month.
Hey, it's our first month not paying rent because we live in a car. How does that feel?
We were paying car rent.
I guess we are paying car rent. Though technically that's a payment towards the car, so it's more like car mortgage.
Sure. I'll take it.
Car mortgage, car payment. Yeah, we will take it. Up the steps to the sunken gardens pond.
Yeah, there are a lot of
They look real good, babe. They look so good.
Okay, wait, were we supposed to take a left there? Start here.
Yeah.
Where are y'all? Where are y'all?
I can't help but think of look at that giant snail fountain. How many explorers must have gone out finding these plants? So every one of these plants came from somewhere. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them were bred, and I'm sure a lot of them were discovered out in the wild.
You mean natural? Well, naturally they don't grow in this geographical area, so they had to go out to different.
And they definitely don't grow in this arrangement.
Yeah.
So whoever the botanists, explorers, who've gone out and wow, it's fragrant too, right?
Good thing I took my allergy medicine this morning.
A whole wild and crazy horticultural industry, everything soup to nuts, plant discovery, plant breeding, all that stuff. Selection went into deciding which of these to plant. They say sunken garden. They mean sunken garden. This is the Palantir of Victoria Garden, or the Palantir of Vancouver Island. It's probably a pair that you can communicate with. So I think this is an interesting kind of illustration of some of the weird limits that AI has, right? Because when you Google things, sometimes it just gives you the answer that its LLM AI has generated, right? So I Googled something about like backpacks, if they allow backpacks in Butchart Gardens. And the AI was like, no, backpacks are not allowed in Butchart Gardens. And then you click the link on where it comes from, and it comes from like this deep esoteric like PDF that was about like some kind of children's camp or something. So they're like,
maybe that's not the path.
no. So they definitely won't let. So for whatever reason, they weren't going to let the kids at this like kids summer camp bring backpacks. But walking around, you clearly see tons of people with backpacks. You know, like we could have brought our stuff in backpacks.
Well, I think
instead of leaving it on our bike, you know?
Well, I thought about backpacks, but I just thought we didn't want to carry it.
That's true too. So it sounds like I'm going to have to take you to Ganawalska's Lotus Land. And the Ganawalska who started Lotus Land, she has a portrait that is not too dissimilar from this Jenny Butchart portrait. So it was a whole thing back in that era. Turn of the century. But also just Victorian like gardens, like these formal fancy gardens.
Well, yeah, no, because their estate, that was the whole thing. They like had these very nice gardens, so that when they had their parties and they had people, like they sometimes stayed over depending on what their estate looked like too. And then so the ladies would go tour the gardens, and men would give cigars, like that whole thing.
Look at this variegated tree. Holy shiz. That's insane. Especially like now that the sun is going down, it's like the angle low, like everything looks different. Commence maximum chilling. Right in the shade of the monkey puzzle tree. This thing is honestly like one of the coolest, most interesting trees that exist. It is freaking ancient, like primordial. This thing was around before the T-Rex. This is a ancient gymnosperm. And this one right here, this might be one of the larger ones I've ever seen in my life. I've always wanted to grow one of these. I've tried several times, never quite made it. But here in the Pacific Northwest, they're really in their element. These are actually originally from Chile, I believe. There's a part of Chile where these things are like monstrous. They're like the size of redwoods, are ancient. And this guy, I'm pretty sure it's a dude. And all of those brown tips that are up there I'm pretty sure those are male. And over there, those are female cones forming. In fact, I'm gonna get up and take a closer look, because this is too cool to not look at more closely. So this monkey puzzle makes pine cones. You see them starting to form. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. And these leaf tips are like razor sharp. Part of the reason why they call this a monkey puzzle, ow, is that the first person who saw it said it would puzzle a monkey to figure out how to try and climb this. But yeah, the cones, the female cones, make pine nuts that are like the size of a fingertip. They're like that big. And allegedly they're super delicious. I say allegedly because I've never had one, just going off what I've been told. But you know, this is the sort of thing that you put in like a lifetime achievement garden, because it takes like 40 years or something before it starts producing cones. I mean, this tree that's behind me is probably like 40 years old or something. But yeah, it's like that, and it's got another relative that's also really delicious. And speaking of really delicious, got our bean salad. That looks really good, babe. We did a good job.
I think we did.
Now we just got to figure out how to open the apple cider. I think everything we've done today is starting to catch up to me. Yeah. Future me, you're gonna look back on these days as like some of the most active days we've had. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, today we rode bikes like 10 miles. I mean, granted, e-bikes, cheating, whatever, who cares? But then we did like some weight training at the gym. Then we came here to the Butchart Gardens and we walked around a lot. What up? I got it on the Octopus. Brazilian band. This Brazilian band is playing really awesome music, really beautiful Friday evening concert in Butchart Gardens. Look at the monkey puzzle. I'm on super night. The sun is over the horizon. We're in that very long twilight period, and it's like golden hour, right? And look at, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a specialist in color correction and settings and all this other stuff. You can still see the sun over the horizon or its bloom, but like they got all kinds of lighting here around these gardens. So it's a completely different experience. I already know it's going to be a completely different experience walking around recording some of these blooms in the evening time. It already looks like totally different compared to when the sun was high up and it was like hot. Look at this map. This place is so epic. And they got this whole other field over here with that fountain. I'm sure you can see that. Action 5, I hope, is picking it up. But that area is where they launch off fireworks every Saturday night. Today's a Friday night, so we're not going to see fireworks tonight. But I'm not that big on fireworks anyway.
Thank you so much. A big thanks to Butchart Gardens for hosting us here. It's such a lovely place to play and such a lovely artist to play for. Thank you so much for coming.
One second. Yeah. Like, it's just gonna be
World Fair, I believe, and how that was